Hi guys, Nat, remember me? We're at the Hauck Mansion. This was built in 1905. Frederick Hauck was a beer baron in Cincinnati, Ohio, and his family had a 640-acre hops farm right here. This is where they grew the hops for the beer. When Frederick was a little boy, because actually his dad was the one who had the brewery, he said that he would have breakfast downtown on Dayton Street at the brewery, get in the carriage, make it halfway and stop for lunch and get here by dinner time. So this over the years has been a bakery, it's been a home for unwed mothers, it's been a mortgage brokerage house, it's been a music school for 30 years. And about 10 years ago, it went to sheriff's sale in an auction, and a guy named Andy Fool purchased it. Andy owns a company called Precision Built Corporation. They make prefabricated housing. And Andy was trained as an architect. He's now in his 80s. He always wanted to do something spectacular. Andy in his life has made a lot of money. So he bought this at auction for the sole purpose of saving it. And he has spent over $2 million on top of his $640,000 purchase price to restore this thing, and it's perfect top to bottom. It's in an industrial area, and we're gonna get to a place later where you're gonna see all the things around this, and you'll understand that no one's gonna complain about the zoning. This is perfect for what you wanna do and where you wanna do it. All right? Okay. So the railing, if you'll notice all the way along, there was only one piece of railing that was intact, and Andy had it sent out and recast. So all the railing has been reformed. He took off every single piece of hardware and had it stripped and rebuilt and put back on. Look up at the ceiling. This had been all rotten. It's now all the beaded board is replaced and varnished. And in fact, let's walk this way, John. You look around the entire house, there's this wonderful grand patio. And the reason it's here is because in 1905, the way that they taxed properties was on the number of doors you had. So what these people did was they built windows that pocket all the way up inside. So these windows on both sides all slide up. So this whole thing opens up into this big grand veranda. Jeez. It's really cool.
And he doesn't get caught paying taxes because of a door.
Exactly, the door doesn't get you.
Love it.
So come on in.
He was a smart guy.
Everywhere you look, you're gonna see ornate detail in every piece of glass and every door. Look down at the floor, you'll see the letter H, which stands for Hauck, H-A-U-C-K, all over the place. It's in the woodwork, it's in the tiles. So we're gonna start. Here is the entryway. There are 9 fireplaces. They're all brought here, imported from Germany. There is stained glass throughout the thing. None of the woodwork has been painted, thank goodness. He rebuilt every single pocket door, so they all glide, they're all perfect.
Gorgeous.
It's really nice.
Look at that. Look at those stained glass windows. Wow.
And you'll see again, over here, take a close up over here, you see H carved into the wood. You'll see there's an H in the front of the cabinetry. You'll see H's all throughout the whole thing today.
Wow, but low-key H's though. I like that.
Yep.
Really neat.
So just to describe the level of detail that Andy went through to restore this, when we got here, and he got here, this window was broken. If you look closely, the window is actually curved glass.
It's concave.
A normal restoration would just take a square window and square it off. No, Andy went out and had custom curved glass made to replace the broken windows.
Incredible.
That's what's the level here. For a brief time, this was a catering facility. So there is a space for a kitchen in the old kitchen. There's no equipment other than the 3-compartment sink.
So what was this last?
A catering facility.
This was a catering. Okay, so
they did weddings and
They took the big stuff and out.
Exactly right. So there's a rear entrance to the kitchen over here. It's a maze. There are 7 bathrooms, I believe. I'm not quite sure. There might be more than that. Might be 8.
Really cool.
One of the things that Andy had to do, the porte cochere in the back of the building was all crumbling and falling off, and he couldn't restore it, he couldn't save it. So what he built was a new structure that houses a lift. So this building is ADA accessible because you could have a residence, you could have a living space on the first floor, and there are bathrooms on the first floor.
Oh, nice.
And that way your ADA is already done, you're already compliant. All right? So here, this room, or one of the next two rooms, could be a living quarters because there's a bathroom right here.
Bathroom is right outside. Look at this. Oh, gorgeous.
And there's the bath.
Right
Just,
outside.
you probably modify the shower stall to make it something that was handicap accessible. Change this bathroom to make it work.
Still a bathroom nonetheless with the plumbing.
And again, you got more H's in the stained glass.
And more curved glass, right?
And more curved glass.
Like, yeah. Spare no expense. This guy, man, he did a good job.
So just to show you how these windows work, they're just like windows. They slide all the way up.
And look how easy. That doesn't happen in houses this old.
He rebuilt every single pair of double hung sliders like this.
Wow.
So there is truly,
That is incredible. My friend does this stained glass too. And I'm telling you, it takes forever to do that stuff, especially as ornate and beautiful. Wow. All right.
so I'm not sure anybody speaks German. I don't speak German. Do you speak German?
Ja, aber mein Deutsch ist voll scheiße jetzt. Yeah, I
What'd you
played
say?
soccer in Europe for 3 years.
Freiund und eigen Erd, alter übers alles worth. I think it's freedom and liberty
Yeah.
over the entire world, is what I think it says.
This is
But
cool.
look at the detail.
Look at that.
The fireplaces work, he had all the chimneys rebuilt. Now, some of them are coal burners, you still have to put an insert in.
Yeah, yeah.
But they all
Look at
carry
this
through.
going up. Oh.
Now here's the important part. Come on up the stairs and listen.
You don't hear the creaks
Listen.
like you normally do.
This is a 120-year-old staircase.
Yeah. You should be a lot louder than
It's
this.
not making a sound.
Oh, wow.
These internal walls on either side of the stairway are 16 inches thick of brick.
You could literally sneak around this place and you not get caught. Oh, you're... That is crazy.
You'll notice that there's everywhere there is detailed millwork. All right?
Is that what he did?
No, that's here. This is the way it was built.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. This was one of the first houses in Cincinnati to have indoor plumbing. There was a big tank on the 4th floor, and they would pump water out of the Mill Creek, which is just down the hill, and then they gravity feed a plumbing system so they have an indoor toilet. This was the chase where the pipe went upstairs to the 4th floor.
Oh.
When the mortgage broker was here, he took the pipes out and he put cabling in, so there's Cat 5 wiring to the whole building.
Oh, nice.
Alright? But again, this would be a bedroom. You just put a couple guys in here,
Beautiful building. And boom.
and you got a Jack and Jill bathroom.
Look
right
at that. Look at that.
So here you have a bathroom that could be good for 4 people. You gotta tweak the bathroom a little bit.
Yeah.
Like here you put 2 more guys over here.
Yeah. Well, that's an easy. Look at this. This goes into another.
Because there's another room, which could be a common room, or it could be another bedroom. You have to find a way to have shared bathroom access,
Yeah.
because there's no direct bathroom for here.
But either way, they can walk through the hall and go
Walk
to.
down the hall to the
That's
bathroom.
what I did at my bed. This is cool. Alright.
So, we come up here. This was grandmother's room. And the reason you know it's the grandmother's room is because it's the one room in the house that had water in it because she would bathe the babies.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is how it was back then, is what
Back
you're
in the
saying.
day.
Oh, well, that's really cool.
Isn't that cool?
Very cool.
But again,
And you got your own little deck, sort of.
you got a little veranda out there. And the railing actually wasn't up there when we bought the house, but we found a picture from like 1918
So he made-
with the railing on it, so he had the railing made. So we go in here. You'll notice too on the ceiling, it's high efficiency air conditioning. It's pumped in through the attic.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Okay. So you put a couple guys in here.
Yeah.
And again,
Another
a couple guys in here.
an actual restroom here. Everybody can still walk through the hall to get to it if you wanted to.
Yep.
And boom, another room. Wow.
So right on this floor, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 guys on this floor.
With no problem.
With 2 bathrooms.
Yeah.
Okay?
Nice size that.
Let's go up. One of the things about houses from this era is that they all had ballrooms built onto the top. And that's where this was. So there is a full bathroom up here.
Do you mean back in the day they made full ballrooms at the top of their homes just for entertainment?
Just for entertainment.
I'll be dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you would use it for meetings and such.
Yeah, yeah.
When the music school was here, this was the residence for the music teacher and his family.
Nice.
So this was their kitchen.
They stayed up here in us.
Yeah, so they used it as a kitchen, a little breakfast nook.
Oh, I can see Pastor James liking this to live up here.
The ballroom.
Look at that, guys.
That was the bandstand. Now, the wall at the full end far in here, this wall was added somewhere after the fact.
You can
So-
tell they used to look open.
Yeah, if you
Had the
wanted,
same-
if you needed a bigger room for workshops or whatever,
Yeah,
you
you
could take
could
this
open
wall
this
and
up.
make it big. Or, this is another bedroom.
Yeah, yeah.
So you got 2 more, 3 more guys in here. And then, there's a cedar storage closet.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is cool. What a good thing to have.
All right, over here,
Neat room.
2 more guys in this room.
At least. These are nice sized rooms.
And 2 more guys in this room.
Yes, sir. Very nice.
Okay.
Oh.
Now we're gonna walk upstairs, and I'll show you the air conditioning system.
All right. Is this considered the attic or is this another floor?
This is the attic.
Okay.
This is the 4th floor.
It's not a creepy attic.
This is where the tank was that held the water that
Oh, wow,
fed the,
yeah.
the gravity feed system for the plumbing. So that's not why I brought you.
Good place for stores.
I brought you up here to see this.
Oh, wow.
So this is the air conditioning that Andy installed in the place. And it's not just that it's a high efficiency system in the roof. And I don't know that you can actually see, but out in all the leaves, look down here. You see the amount of blown in insulation everywhere?
Yeah.
It's all over the place.
Yeah.
The average utility bill for this building is $450 a month.
Are you serious?
Isn't that amazing?
That's a third of what my condo is, but this is
Isn't that
5
amazing?
times, 6 times bigger.
It's a 10,000 square foot building.
Wow.
All right, I want you to turn that off for a second. So we're on, hi guys. So we're on the roof of the building right now. We're on the Widow's Walk, on the parapet. And I want you to see down the side here. You can't see them anymore because it's been a couple years now, but the terracotta tile is all intact. And one of the reasons it's intact is that Andy had a guy come up here and number them all, remove them, rebuild the roofs, and put the tiles back down. He also, if you look over here, look at all the chimney caps, all 4. There's one over here, and there's one over there. They've all been rebuilt. They're all tied back, come on. They're all tied back into the building with a support, a metal support, and all the flues have been rebuilt. So the important part is not just necessarily that we're up here and the roof's all intact. Look around you. So right now out here, what you're looking at is there's I-71 is over that direction. You can't quite see it, but it's right over there. But here along the bottom, you can see I-275 running back and forth. We go to the west and look over there, and you can see there's I-75 going north and south. And if you go up there, there's IKEA. That's in Westchester. We're right in the center of every highway, every connection. And if you look all around again, take a slow pan around, you won't see the houses except for they're way over there. There's Sharonville over that direction. But between Sharonville and there, it's industrial.
You don't have any people that are going to come over here and tell you they would not like to have you.
Not a soul. Not a soul.
Specifically residents.
Oh, now here's something interesting. Now look out this way. Look, we're directly east now, and you'll see a radio tower out there. That radio tower? Back in the day, that was the end of the driveway.
Shut up. This used to be all theirs, huh?
That was 640 acres, a section of land.
Lord, have mercy.
All right. Let's go back on the second floor. We're going to go down to the basement. When we're passing this landing, I want you to look out the window. There's another little patio out there, one of the bedrooms in the back. We just didn't get to it in our travels. All right?
It's definitely.
All right, so we're gonna come back. There's two ways to the basement. We're gonna go around through the new addition, out the back.
So do you know much about the lift? I mean, it is operable, right?
Oh yeah, it's new. It's only a couple years old.
Oh, that's killer.
Yeah, so this is all new. All of this structure we're in right now.
That just opens it up to who else you can help.
Right.
I mean, not just, you know what I mean?
So the bottom level here, the way this was designed is you could lease it to somebody else or keep it for yourself. Because there's a separate parking lot in back than the front.
Gotcha.
So if you didn't have a way to fill the whole place up to begin with,
you would be able to keep operational costs at nice.
All right. So here we have the lower level, and this was originally intended, and the lights are powers off. Okay. There'll be a laundry room. We don't have any lights.
It's okay. You can still do pretty good.
There's a half bath right here.
Yep. I mean, you can tell from the first part of the tour, he did a really good job. Some more stuff. Look, it looks a lot brighter in the phone than it actually does anyway.
There you go. So over here, note what he did to provide egress for fire purposes. He excavated the window wells and put in fire exit window wells down in the basement. You're not here, but I'll tell you right now, this is bone dry.
Yes.
And a big space for a meeting or for.
And this is the basement. There's no smell whatsoever.
No.
This is nice.
All right.
It feels like you're on the main floor.
One of the mechanicals rooms, there's a couple. All right. Here.
Oh, wow, look at that.
You could use it for more bedrooms if you wanted to, or you could use it for office space. You could use it for meeting space.
This is a big space.
Okay. And you've got a men's room down here and a ladies' room. But yeah, you could convert, like take the urinal out and put a shower in.
There is a shower.
Oh, there is a shower.
There's a shower in this one, yeah.
There you go, there is a shower.
Handicap accessible.
So you got the whole 9 yards.
Hey,
And a ladies' room down here.
perfect.
Same thing. Handicap accessible with a shower.
Look at that. This guy had good taste, man. I like this game.
And then
Utility closet and more mechanicals right there. Perfect.
Yep. And then you've got one more
One more room like
large
that. One on the other side.
room.
Right.
So you built another fire exit.
Yeah.
So the HVAC is all less than 10 years old. He replaced everything in the building.
Okay.
The wiring is all new. The plumbing is all new. The floors are all new. The walls are all new. The roof is all rebuilt.
He's got all your exit signs and lights and everything emergency already ready.
Let's go back upstairs.
All right.
So we're in the back right now. When Andy bought this property, it was sitting on about 3.4, 3.5 acres. And it came this way, down the hill. He put this parking pad in right here.
Which is huge, by the way. It goes all the way around the entire location, a big circle, which off this road right here is a good thing.
And he cleared the field.
Look at that.
And then after he cleared the field, he realized there was another piece of land that existed because the Mill Creek over 100 years shifted west. And right beyond those trees is what's called the Mill Creek. And there's a finger of land, it's about an acre, and it goes from there and it goes all the way out through those trees, down behind the UDF, United Dairy Farmer, to Crescentville Road. There is Andy bought the finger of land to make it all intact. So now there, not only do you have this property at 3.5 acres, you get another acre, 4.5 acres, and potential access to Crescentville Road.